Hey there, curious minds. Ever wonder why the US and Iran are always, well, mad at each other? Like, seriously. They've been arguing, fighting, threatening, and sending each other mean messages for over 40 years. So, what's the deal? Is this like some never ending video game boss battle? Let's hit pause on Fortnite and dive into one of the most intense rivalries in world history, explained in a way that even your goldfish could understand. So once upon a time, in the early 1900s, Iran had a lot of oil. And guess who really liked oil? The British Empire. They controlled most of Iran's oil and paid Iranians not very much, like almost nothing. That made the Iranian people go, excuse me? This is our oil. Why are we not rich? Then in 1951, a bold guy named Mohammad Mossadegh became Iran's prime minister and said, let's kick out the British and take back our oil. Now, that would have been cool, but plot twist, the US and Britain didn't like that, so in 1953, the CIA and British spies literally helped remove Mossadegh and put in a king called the Shah, who was pro-West and super strict. Bad move. Real bad. Because the people of Iran were like, this guy's a puppet. We want freedom. In 1979, boom, the Iranian people overthrew the Shah and created a new government. But this time, it wasn't just a regular one, it was an Islamic theocracy, led by a very serious guy named Ayatollah Khomeini, who really didn't like America. Like, at all. Then came the moment that totally ruined US-Iran friendship. Iranian students stormed the US embassy and took 52 Americans hostage for 444 days. Yeah, that happened. After that, the US was like, nope. We're done talking. They broke off diplomatic ties, and it's been a roller coaster of rage ever since. Now, instead of directly fighting each other, Iran and the US started doing something called proxy warfare. Imagine two kids in school who are mad at each other, but instead of fighting, they get their friends to throw paper balls from behind the teacher's back. That's kind of what happened. Iran supported groups like Hezbollah. The US supported countries like Iraq and Saudi Arabia, and everyone was angry, confused, and building missiles. Also, Iran started working on nuclear stuff, and the US was like, hold up, that's not allowed, nope, nope, nope. So in 2015, they made a big agreement called the Iran Nuclear Deal, which said Iran won't build nukes, and in return, will ease the punishments. Spoiler alert, it didn't last. Fast forward to 2020, America did something huge. They assassinated Iran's top military commander, Qasem Soleimani. Iran got super mad and fired missiles at US bases. No one died, but tensions were sky high. Then, something really tragic happened. Iran accidentally shot down a passenger airplane thinking it was a US threat. 176 innocent people died. The whole world gasped. It was like watching two people argue so loudly they accidentally broke a window and hurt someone who had nothing to do with the fight. And just when we thought it couldn't get worse, America launched a surprise military operation and blew up 3 major nuclear sites in Iran: Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan, just like that. The US president said, "This is a warning. Choose peace or face even more attacks." Okay, that's one way to negotiate. Iran didn't back down. Its leaders called the attack foolish, warned of irreparable damage, and promised to strike back if needed. One speaker even praised a TV host for standing up bravely on live news. Talk about national spirit. So now, we're at this super tense moment. Iran is hurt but defiant. America is powerful but on edge. Israel is watching everything like a hawk. And the rest of the world holding its breath. Some say we're one mistake away from war, others hope for a miracle deal that brings peace. But truth is, nobody knows. Okay, friends, let's get real for a second. This isn't just a story about missiles and presidents and treaties. It's about trust, fear, and how hard it is to fix things once they've been broken. When people hurt each other, whether in school or on the world stage, it takes more than words to heal. It takes honesty, courage, and most importantly, listening. Peace doesn't happen when we win. It happens when we finally understand each other. So the next time you see grown-ups fighting on TV, ask yourself, what if they just sat down and talked like real people? And hey, maybe you will be the leader who finally brings peace to the playground or the planet. Thanks for sticking around, champs. If you like this story, hit that like button